Hey, we got a Scorch update, Ant.
Scorch.
Now, for the newbies, Scorch worked with us at AAF in the Boston area.
Unfortunately, Scorch was let go before any Real Rock TV episodes.
Before the success of,
before
us, the success of the station.
Yes. Before the giant success of Real Rock TV. So he wasn't involved in those comedic hijinks that you're getting to enjoy.
And he's the famous jock that was, we always forget, but he was either pizza or hamburger, and Dave Douglas wanted the opposite. So he said, look, Scorch, you're pizza, let's say, and I need hamburger. So
he goes, you're not bad. He's like, you're not bad. I'm going to have to fire you.
If
but
I
you're
wanted
not bad.
pizza, you'd be
It's like people love pizza. But I need a hamburger. So Scorch left.
That could be
had to leave.
That could be a good little phone bit that we could kind of seg in and out today. Mm-hmm. How the boss fired you with their dumb analogies instead of just going, you know what, idiot, you're fired. It's
we never got an analogy. Yeah. You're an asshole.
We need talent, and you're shit.
But the best one I ever heard was Scorch's firing. Your pizza, I want hamburger. I'm sorry, pizza's good. You should find someone that likes pizza.
He goes, pizza's good. Don't let this be a reflection on you and what you do. You're great. People love pizza, but I need a hamburger. I'm in the mood for a hamburger. So take your fucking sauce, cheese, and dough and roll out the fucking door.
And now Scorch is pretty much delivering pizza, so worked out well for him.
Oh, no. What is he doing,
now,
Sam?
The beauty of Sam is...
His butt?
His butt.
Thank you.
Oh,
yes.
Hairless stomach.
Little cherub.
Sam worked with Scorch as well.
Yes.
Which is very bizarre.
Yes.
He worked with someone from our past.
Scorch taught me everything I know about radio.
He tells everybody that, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he tell people that we ripped off half his bits and stuff?
He says he thought him up and just gave him to us.
Yeah,
I thought it would my window.
What are some of the bits we took from Scorch, according to Scorch?
He's not upset about it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys share back and forth a little bit.
A little back and forth going on with us and Scorch.
Like,
brainstorming.
For instance, he gave you guys doucher dressing that you guys love.
Right.
He gave that to you guys.
That's true.
We did it once as a mockery.
That was Scorch's,
of
though.
Scorch.
It was an homage.
No, it was a mockery.
Okay, it was.
He also, one of your guys' favorite things was always Feels for Meals, which was a Scorch creation.
No, it wasn't. I remember the day we came up with that.
What, were you talking to Scorch that day?
No, I wasn't.
That was definitely a Scorch idea. And, and then he said that he borrowed from you finding out what the caller's name was before going on air. That way when he goes on air, he could say, hey, Jim, what do you have for the show? That was an O&A thing. He got from you guys. Yes.
Saying who the caller is? Wow.
Wait, we invented that? Who? We
Yes.
invented actually saying, hi, Mike.
Yes.
What do you have for the show?
Mm-hmm.
But you were sharing with Alexander Graham Bell because the phone does it.
But he doesn't have...
I think radio guys, there's a lot of radio people that just go, hi, Sirius, in our case, right? Or hi, XM. But I think I heard jocks just go, hey, Mike, what do you got?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the phone screening technology that you guys have. So during commercial break, he answers one of the 3 phone lines and without kind of tones down the Scorch voice and asks their name, then writes down on a piece of paper, and then when they get back on the air, that way you can... Actually, no, he does it all during songs because he records the calls.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
He puts them on hold, and then he waits, and then he picks them back up so he can record saying...
Most radio guys are not allowed to go to the phones live. I think this next call leads to the Scorch update, Sam. Yes. It's Ken in New Hampshire. Ken, listen to this. You think Real Rock TV's bad?
I'm gonna steal Sam's little idea and update for you.
All right.
In Manchester, New Hampshire, Scorch actually does a TV show like you guys used to do called Pretty Fucking Good TV.
Watch it.
And he broadcasts from a Chinese restaurant in town.
Isn't it
It's PFG.
PFG-TV.
Yeah, Pretty Fucking Good
starring
TV.
Scorch.
Yeah, I guess obviously this caller is one of the PFGsciples.
PFGsciple?
What's
Yes.
a PFG?
Here we got some PFGsciples.
What happened to the kingdom of nakedness?
I don't know. For
He's
some
always
reason,
moving.
he went to Manchester. Well, when he went to Syracuse, it became totally new. No, the Naked Militia.
Naked Militia. Naked
Yes.
Militia.
Yes, which
Oh, Jesus.
he said
there
he's
it is.
He said he was doing Naked Militia, and then you guys started doing O&A Army, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. And
wait, did you hear that? I know you were reading.
I was reading the PFG-TV thing. Yeah,
Please say that again,
in case you were worried or whatever. He started doing Naked Militia, and then you started doing O&A Army, but it's cool. I mean, you guys are all friends.
Oh, it's cool. Okay, good. As long as he's not mad.
He's cool.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry about it.
Are there any clips of Scorch on that site, Danny? Because, oh my goodness gracious!
Well, the thing is, what brought it to my attention, he's been doing this for a little while.
Yeah.
On public access.
Uh-huh.
And at least ours was on regular TV. It was, a Spanish-speaking.
Well, that's true.
Channel, but.
And I was looking on his Twitter, and he posted an article that was published about him, talking about the great success of PFG-TV.
Yeah.
And I was going through it. And some
highlighted some of the good parts.
Yes. Some of it didn't necessarily ring true or was things that I could hear Scorch saying.
Yeah.
For instance, you remember when you used to call this program and say he was getting signed to XM in a matter of months?
Yes.
But he couldn't talk about it?
Right.
Well, in this article, it says, after a year of doing PFG TV on public access, we're the first locally produced late-night talk show in the area, Scorch said. It's very humbling, but it's very exciting at the same time. Then he told the reporter, now Scorch said he's on the verge of signing with a network. He is reluctant to discuss it in detail at this time, however.
Of course he is. Goddamn Scorch.
So I'm thinking it could be NBC.
It could be a network. Yeah, you're talking the big ones.
The Nashua Telegraph actually bought into his crap. Jesus, what's wrong
You don't think
with
he's
that?
almost signed with a network?
I first met Scorch in the month of August, at which time he said he would probably be going to XM in the fall, but that I could come with him.
Oh, wow. That's nice of him.
How many years ago was that?
This was 2000 and this was 2005.
Is that true?
And then as
Hold on, Sam. The phones are just lit.
Oh, no. Everyone knows a little something about Scorch.
John in Manchester.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
another PFGsciple.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it that. But anyways, I want to correct that last douchebag. PFG-TV has been down because the restaurant that he was broadcasting from had a fire a while ago, and he's out of business.
No,
Well, can't he find another Chinese restaurant?
it's covered in the article actually.
Oh, it is, Sam. Thank
Yes,
God.
the restaurant that he was in did in fact burn to the ground, but he is now broadcasting the show in the very technologically advanced public access studio.
Do you think that he's humbled and excited at the same time?
I think it's kind of it's a mixed emotion because he's humbled, like he has to take a step back to look at all the success, but at the same time he wants to move forward with this thing.
I beg you, I got to read some of this stuff.
Sure.
All right. The show is inspired, of course, the show, what is it again?
PFG-TV.
PFG-TV, starring Scorch. The show is inspired by David Letterman's longtime network show, but rather than featuring A-list stars, Scorch looks more locally for his guests.
It's a choice.
Local cops,
Philanthropists.
Thank you. Artists, chefs, and even a dog psychiatrist have spent time on the big blue couch alongside Carpinelli.
Yeah, that's Nick Carpinelli.
Who's that?
It's a sidekick. It's like the Andy Richter.
Chatting it up with Scorch. And then, Anthony.
Yeah.
Scorch has also spent... Oh, wait. Okay. We're pretty good where we are right now, Scorch said. But his ultimate goal is... And it's good to have a goal.
Yes, it is.
Is to infest the living rooms of America as a network regular with no-holds-barred brand of humor. I'm certainly not against going to places that carry the show and doing live appearances, Scorch said.
Oof. I've done a total of 3 shows from my basement, and more people have seen it than all of Scorch's. What is it?
PFGsciples?
Oh, PFG-TV.
Oh yeah. Oh, PFG-TV.
Yes,
I thought you
yes.
meant the people who watch PFG-TV.
Oh yeah. By the way, update on his Twitter. How many
'cause I said
followers?
He's actually at 39 followers.
Followers.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh, 39 followers.
I was
Oh,
waiting
okay.
for 100 after that.
Yeah,
or
1,000.
1,000.
Something.
Just, 39.
Wow.
But I mean, that's something. Twitter's on the way out anyway.
You missed towards the end, by the way. The show is taped at 8 p.m. Mondays, and Scorch said anyone looking to be part of the audience is welcome. The audience can also get some FaceTime on TV as well, since Scorch ends every program similar to Saturday Night Live with the audience joining in the farewell wave from the set.
So you could be on TV.
But I'm looking at this, and the production value is zero.
It's much different than SNL.
It's Scorch holding a camera.
Technically, this is one of the PFG-TV podcasts that he posts every day that we've listened to before. PFG-TV, the TV show, is a totally different animal.
Well, can I see some of the?
Clips.
I want to see production value here.
See, Danny's got the intro right now.
All right, there's a plane.
Obviously filmed just for the show.
Yeah, there's a plane landing in an airport. Looks like Miami or something.
No, that's New Hampshire.
With palm trees?
Yeah, Manchester.
Looks like Miami or Vegas. What is he doing? Yeah, that's Vegas.
Oh,
right?
Vegas.
No, I think that's Manchester.
The Mirage.
That's the Mirage.
There's no Mirage in New Hampshire.
Why does his intro show Vegas?
It's Manchester.
It's not him staying at that hotel.
It's Planet Hollywood in Vegas.
Manchester.
And now it's raining. Now I think there was a cut to make it look like.
Oh, Yi Dynasty. That's the Chinese. All right.
Oh, wow. Tens of fans.
Here's the
PFGsciple.
the live audience.
Smart to keep it tight.
Yeah, tight shot. And look, there's no one behind him. There's empty pool tables in this bar.
If you'll notice, the audience shot transitioned to a shot of the same audience members.
Yeah.
PFGsciple.
All right, now he's live in the restaurant.
Oh, that was good.
It's empty.
There is no one there. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I don't
8,
even think
9,
there's
10,
20
11,
people.
12 people. 12 people. Yeah.
This is an early show before the restaurant burned to the ground.
Close your shades. Give it up. Help me. Get the PFGsciples to the crowd.
Dude, there are 12 people there.
On the Wheel of Meat.
He's going to be a cult leader.
Did you hear what's coming up on the show? Wheel of Meat.
Wheel of Meat.
The TV show.
Some of that no-holds-barred humor.
We have got someone.
The transitions are akin to a 1986 wedding video.
Of meat. Also, we've got our house band, Legs Zeppelin, going to be
Legs Zeppelin?
The cover band.
and
Yes,
special
rules.
Kill that feedback, will you? Somebody lower that or something. Special
Get that
musical
in post.
guest, Vegas Temper.
Oh, can you pause that
So
for a
before I
second?
go any further, I want to talk about
I'm getting some info in
This-
here. Take the Wig writes, I kid you not, he probably has shots of Las Vegas because Manchester's nickname is...
Manch Vegas, baby.
Sam knows, Manch Vegas.
Shut up!
Manch Vegas, baby, no doubt.
This guy writes, I live in New Hampshire. I hear it all the time. Yup, Manch Vegas.
Manch
Why?
Vegas, do or
Why?
die. What do you mean? Because it's a party town.
Awful.
This is too much.
I love it.
I can't get enough of watching Scorch do this.
All right, let's go back to PFG
PFG-TV, the TV show.
What
The
major
TV.
network is he talking to with this?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's my network.
Oh, well.
Could be.
God bless him, man. God bless the Scorch.
He's in like a suit jacket.
Guy never gave up.
Wow.
How much pot does he smoke?
A lot of pots.
That's gotta be.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Meat. I
What's
mean, come on.
hanging up there? It's like a tarp.
That's the Wheel of Meat. No?
I think those are... No, that's a tarp. And those are, I think, PFG logos for a little name recognition. As you, and now the PFG logo is stuck in your head, is it not?
It is not.
We'll give the link to this particular video in a little bit.
Oh, please. People have to see this.
Yeah, but go ahead, Danny. Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
So before I go any further, I want to talk about a couple of things. Anybody hear about the SWAT team that went through Manchester?
All right, his monologue.
Oh, wait.
Did you hear about that?
It happened outside my house.
It happened outside my house. I'm freaking out. I go through my dog's house.
Hold on.
All of a sudden,
the guy. Obviously, like many talk shows, many late-night talk shows, you got to you introduce who's going to be on and things like, hey, you do your monologue. And he's doing his monologue, and it's very local. He keeps it local for the local people at the bar.
Match Vegas.
And he probably had like an idea there about the SWAT team. Did you hear about it? And someone ruined his whole bit. It ruined the whole joke. It was outside my house. No, it was outside my house because that's my joke. The guy ruined his whole fucking joke.
Because it really happened outside of his house.
Yes. And it didn't happen outside Scorch's house.
Lying. One of the 12 people at the taping ruined it for Scorch.
Goddamn 12 people here, and one has got to happen here. What the fuck?
That was his setup. It happened outside my house, and
he stepped on his step. The guy's not talking to the guy at the bar. Scorch is doing a monologue.
Danny, back that up, please.
Oh, wow.
Just slightly? Okay, here we go.
The crowd must be mic'd.
By the way, this is a 10-minute video, so...
Oh.
Settle in, boys and girls.
Please settle in. Yeah, just when you thought we were going to go, so we won't go through it all. It's no, settle in.
Settle in. Because this is just like David Letterman. Without the David and the Letterman part.
He's cold.
But plus tarps.
Right, plus tarps.
It happened outside my house. It happened outside my house. I'm freaking out. I go bring my dogs out for a walk. All of a sudden, I see these guys dressed. I thought it was Columbine. I see these guys dressed up in full, like a camouflage. All you can see is their eyes. And I hear them say, we're going to set up right here. The first thing that came to my mind was Columbine. Shit, my house is in trouble. I'm probably going to get killed right here. All right. Second thing that came to mind is...
Yeah, you got to... Danny.
It's very funny.
Yeah, because...
It's very funny.
He keeps referencing Columbine, but there's not a school nearby. It's
and it's a SWAT guy.
It's SWAT
dressed differently. Columbine had like black trench coats. These guys are in camouflage.
These guys are in camouflage. They probably have SWAT written on them.
I'm sure there was a van somewhere.
Yeah.
The SWAT guys parked 3 blocks away. And
I'm thinking Columbine.
It couldn't be further from Columbine.
The ice cream man came. I heard the bells. I was thinking Columbine.
Yeah, but you guys
How
remember...
is it Columbine? There's no school. It's the authorities. They're dressed differently.
You remember how funny Columbine was when it first happened, though, right?
Oh, scream, laugh, riot.
Well, let's see how he brings it all together.
Oh, my God.
Back it up slightly.
Yeah, Columbine. This is twice.
Right.
Terrible delivery.
Mine was Columbine. Shit, my house is in trouble. I'm probably going to get killed right here. Second thing that came to mind is, maybe it's the DEA. So as of about 8:30 this afternoon, or 8:30 like an hour ago, I was actually still pulling balloons full of crap out of like my backyard because my stash was gone because I ain't going to get in trouble with that. I think people enjoy a good stash.
His stash.
Happening since 8:30 this afternoon.
I mean, a few minutes ago.
Just ended.
Bitch.
Oh, stinks. Know who's a big fan of Scorch for real?
Colin.
Scorch. Quinn loves.
Colin would go out of his mind for this.
Yeah.
He would go out of his mind
He
for this.
sure would. He would probably make a trip just to see a taping of this.
Maybe me and Colin go to Match Vegas sometime.
Let's do a Match Vegas. We should drop in on a taping. Surprise him. Road trip.
He was supposed to come in studio one time and bring his sidekick Paulie with him, and they were supposed to leave in the middle of the night. And Paulie called him at like 4 o'clock in the morning, like, dude, so we're going today, right? Like right now, so we can make it for the show. And Scorch goes, no, can't go, sick. And he told him
can't go sick.
He was sick. And then Paulie walked in on him like maybe later that afternoon, smoking pot with all his friends. What's up, Paulie? Like, he's just scared to come on this show.
My stash is out there, and all my shit's in there. Oh, God.
But seriously, folks.
Query, when we play it again, I want to hear 8:30 this afternoon again.
You like the 8:30 this afternoon?
Show off by 6 hours.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I was actually still pulling balloons full of crap out of like my backyard because my stash was gone because I ain't going to get in trouble with that. How many people enjoy a good stash? Anybody enjoy a good stash?
Uh-oh. You know the joke bombs, so we went for the crowd reaction.
How many people?
What else was going on, man? I mean, like I was talking, me and Nick were talking about this, about the whole Elvis thing. Whatever happened, like, why is it so cool about Elvis, you know? Why doesn't Charles Nelson Riley ever get seen at a 7-Eleven? You know what I mean? I'll take a burrito in a Honcho magazine. You know what I mean? What's up with that? Why is it always Elvis? I'm not a fan of Elvis. I love Charles Nelson Riley. Not that way. He might have liked it, but not that way. So anyway, we got a great night in store tonight, you know what I mean? Because I want to introduce Nick and Jolanda and Jeff Lawrence. And to start things off tonight, we have a PFGsciple that is the ultimate in PFGsciples. Where's Brian? Is Brian out there? Come on up here, Brian.
Of course,
My mother would take me out of her will.
Where
she would never have sex with me again if I did what Brian did. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is PFG to me. Okay.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God!
No, this guy.
Stop
the tape. No, this guy did not do that.
The guy's name is probably Paul Francis Garrison.
It better be. Oh, it better be.
That almost looks like a fake tattoo.
Well, you know what I'm noticing is that it looks like a tribal band around this guy's arm, and PFG is kind of in the middle, surrounded by ink. So what he could have done, hypothetically, is gotten the tattoo, and then for the show, and then he could just have the PF and G filled in, and it looks like a regular tattoo.
Oh, that is kind of true, but you think this guy actually got a PFG tattoo?
Yeah, I've been looking at artists because I think my next tattoo is going to be PFG.
Oh, it is, huh?
I'm going to get a tramp stamp.
A tramp stamp.
All right, let's hit the...
Oh, please.
Back to the tape.
Now, let's everybody have a seat. Relax. Enjoy yourselves. Everybody have a seat. I want my peeps to have a seat.
Tough order.
What are you, standing out pot?
Because what I want to start talking about today...
Plenty of seats.
Brian brought up a great question to me the other day. Brian said, why do you do what you do, and why do you love doing what you do? So I want to answer the question. I want to give everybody here the chance to answer the question. I love doing what I do. It's going to sound really hokey and gay, but you know what? And I want you guys to turn around. I love doing what I do because of you guys. You know what I mean? No, I said I love doing what I do because of you guys.
All right. I'm tapping. Oh. Wow.
Your next live from the compound, you got to do that. You got to go.
I do what I do in this business we call show. Holy fuck!
He should have said because of two guys, the store.
Holy mother!
The size of his audience.
This is for you guys, and then you hear and then he goes, no, for you guys. That means please applaud. Yeah.
Oh, remember when you said
Jerry Lewis?
that people actually thought that you were putting up the Real Rock TV because you thought it was good and not for the sake of irony?
Sure.
This is Scorch.
Yes. He actually is doing this.
No clue.
He's getting a network deal.
We might not have had much of a clue when we originally taped, but now we have a major clue.
Scorch has been in the business for 20 years, finally branching out to TV, looking at some networks.
Looking at what are we looking at?
Exactly.
Twitter and stupid YouTube.
I love how his cameraman cannot pull a focus for the life of him either.
Blurry tarps.
It's just the tarp is all blurry.
People are talking in the background. There's all chatter.
There's no light.
Well, they're trying to order their Chinese food.
Did you hear when he was thanking the crowd for saying, I'm doing it for you? Did you hear when he said, and I want you guys to turn around for this? Which can only mean that people were sitting at the bar with their backs to him.
Wait a minute, that's right. He did say, could you turn around for this? Because they were all trying to get drinks at the bar.
And that's right, the first time he said it, nobody clapped, and then he said, I do it for you guys.
For you guys.
Wait a minute. Produced in the Queen City at the Manchester Community Access Media Studios, PFG-TV currently airs in 49 cities across 5 New England states.
It's got to be true. Scorch said it. It's got to be true.
What a load of shit that is.
I'm sure this journalist checked every single city. And
this is from the burnt down Chinese restaurant, right?
Yes, well, yeah, now that restaurant is burnt to the ground.
I want to hear where he goes, people were asking me something. No one was asking you.
No one asked him why he does. You know, Scorch, Why? Why do you do what you do?
Well, let me tell you, it's the people. And you know, I'm going to tell them tonight. I'm going to break the news to them that it's the people.
If they'll turn around from the bar.
Yeah, excuse me. Excuse me, could you guys turn around here for a second?
He's probably getting the cadence all wrong when they asked him. They probably went up to him and said, why do you do what you do?
Yeah. Scorch, why are you doing this? Yeah. Why do you do this?
And why does he tape on a Monday at 8 p.m.?
Because that's the PFG day.
I do what I do for you people. For you I do. It's for you.
Hey, it's for you people. Are you listening to me? Stop it, or give me a drink while you're there.
Please, can we rewind a little bit?
Oh, please, rewind that because I got to hear his little speech, and then his speech, his non-reaction from the crowd, and then his forced, you better react to me, plea.
We were talking before.
Yeah, get the whole thing with we were talking, you know.
And he sat down for the special moment.
Horrendous.
Yes, he sat in the chair.
Because we're going to get serious now.
The jokes are done.
He is.
The jokes are done.
I did my Elvis joke and my stash joke.
My Columbine reference. Time to get serious, folks.
8:30 in the afternoon, right?
In the afternoon, the morning, I don't know what time it is.
Let's see.
Doing what you do. Again, if I did, that is Pete. What I want to start talking about today. Brian brought up a great question to me the other day. Brian said, why do you do what you do, and why do you love doing what you do? So I want to answer the question. I want to give everybody here the chance to answer the question. I love doing what I do. It's going to sound really hokey and gay, but you know what? And I want you guys to turn around. I love doing what I do because of you guys. You know what I mean? No, I said I love doing what I do because of you guys. When I was a little kid, I was a little fat, picked-on little kid. You know what I mean? And now... I would like to
nobody.
I'm going to school with you. You know what? I'm looking good, people. Look at me. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I got these fat slobs that I went to school with. Has anybody noticed that? The girls you go to school with that were hot are now fat slobs.
Yeah, I noticed that, Scorch. I noticed that.
And now fatter slobs. Nobody's gotten better but you. Yeah. So anyway, I love doing what I do because I like to see the first-hand reaction of the people.
Of the person.
I love to be able to be me. I like to get paid.
He is he has the cadence of Jake LaMotta when he was a nightclub entertainer. He's just an idiot.
He also has a little Rupert in him.
There's a lot of Rupert Pumpkin delusional.
Scorch, it's very ironic.
6 weeks? I can't give you 6 weeks. You had the tears to come out of my eyes. Come on, Jerry. Liza, you look great, Liza. You always does. Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't she look great? Every time she looks younger every time.
Shane, I gotta do this now.
Jerry, you look good too. What? Yeah.
He's fucking delusional.
He just did a whole bit about how now he looks good and everything.
Yeah.
But he developed a reputation around the radio station for coming in every day with his clothes completely covered in dog hair and smelling of canine urine.
It's a new cologne.
He also did a bit on the radio with Paulie, in which he argued with Paulie that Drakkar was indeed a good cologne because it was his cologne of choice and one that the women enjoy.
Wasn't Drakkar one of the ones that were in the dispensers in the men's room if you needed cologne?
Dude, we should put his radio show on this channel.
For sure.
It's fantastic.
I'm not even joking.
I am fucking captivated by Scorch right now.
We got a real live Rupert Pumpkin.
This guy is Rupert Pumpkin.
And he needs some exposure.
Scorch on the Saturday Night Virus.
Holla. Let's do that.
All right, I'll get with Scorch.
Him sitting in a network office. Oh, wait. Is that sealing cork? Fucking Rupert Pumpkin.
He's going to show up at your house.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, I got the work right here. So maybe me and you could go over some stuff before dinner.
Mr. Kumiya, he's touching everything.
I'm having a heart attack over here.
All right, back up slightly there.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Good news, we got 4 more minutes.
This pompous fucking speech he's giving.
And then you go in the office and find maybe,
for sure.
maybe a special clip for everybody.
Like he's a legend.
We haven't heard, because this is just the beginning of the show. Some of his bits include Nick, who we talked about in the article. He does a drink like an alcoholic beverage.
Oh.
And the segment is called Nick's Drink to Help You Think or at least Sink the Pink.
Does Scorch have to rhyme everything?
Well, no.
Nick's
Drink to help you think or at least sink the pink.
What does that mean?
It's a beverage.
It's a beverage.
There's also, before we continue,
Yeah.
one of Scorch's bits is the munch box.
Oh, what's that?
Well, what he does is
We got to get him on 202.
I love it.
Or 197, wherever the fuck you're listening.
What could the munchbox be?
he has a briefcase that he opens. It's a metal Halliburton type briefcase.
Oh.
Actually, it's probably the case the camcorder came in. One of those metal camcorder cases. And there are food products in there. For instance, it could be breakfast cereals or Little Debbie's snack cakes. And he'll usually have 3 different types. And he will have previously surveyed the audience as to which they prefer over the others.
Oh.
And he'll first announce the 3 separately, then put them back in the briefcase, and then announce which are the most popular. Then
That's
to
the
next
munch
segment.
box?
Yeah.
That's a waste of time if you even think it.
It's
like jaywalking, kind of, except...
All right, let's go back
Please,
to
more.
PFG-TV.
Oh, yes.
See the first-hand reaction of the people. I love to be able to be me. I like to get paid to be me. However little or amount, a lot we get paid, I enjoy a paycheck to be me. I like making a living out of having fun. You know what I mean? There's how many people in here have fun at their jobs? Yeah,
But they're clapping.
We here have a lot of great time. So
it's supposed to be if you say how many people have fun, but most people go, no, none of us do.
Yeah, no, you're the lucky one, Scorch.
We all do.
We understand you get to do this for a living, and you're blessed, but we don't. You know?
But he's like, who has fun? And they're like, all of us. You could have done any of our jobs and had fun, too.
Yeah, we're in New Hampshire. We all have fun jobs.
Match Vegas.
And I just want to say,
has nothing but
Scorch,
fun jobs.
that we were wrong, and you, Scorch, you were right. Holy shit.
How bad do you want to hear his show now on 202?
Dude!
/197.
I am going to watch every one of these episodes, first of all.
You'll get in touch. You'll get in touch with Scorch.
I will email Scorch today.
Get some best of, and we'll throw it on.
Yeah,
on Saturday night. All right.
Wow.
Back to the TV show.
Yes, back to Scorch.
Starring Scorch.
but we here have a lot of great time. So the bottom line is, I like doing what I do. And once again, this is going to sound really hokey, because what I do, to me, is PFG. So let's hear it for us. Now what I want to do is I want to ask Nick, and I want to pass it on. Nick Carpinelli, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. What are we supposed to do when I say, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Carpinelli? You say what? There you go.
That means so much to me. You guys are awesome. The reason I do what I do is...
Hi, Nick.
I know he said something about being hokey and stuff, but I've got 2 kids. They're teenagers.
How long has Master Paul been working with
I want to be remembered for doing something. Okay, I don't want to be the guy...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I just hear right?
Yes.
The reason he does what he does is because he has kids and he wants to be remembered for something?
He wants his kids to go to school and be able to say, my dad is Nick Carpinelli.
From PFG-TV.
Right. Scorch's sidekick.
Holy shit.
Slick writes, listen to everyone just socially talking while he's talking.
Yeah.
And then Kevin from Connecticut, when does he play the hit song, I'm in New Hampshire, bitch? Match Vegas, bitch.
Vegas.
No one cares why he does what he does.
No one asked. No one cares.
Sick bastard from New Hampshire. Scorch sounds like the speech at the end of Rocky IV talking to Russians. And I do what I do.
And if we could, get together and do this, maybe maybe a few more people can. And if a few people can, then maybe like the whole world can.
And that's PFG.
And that's PFG. The whole world of PFGsciples.
Wow.
All right, let's go back to Nick getting very serious.
Woo.
I want to be remembered for doing something. Okay, I don't want to be the guy that was, I was cleaning his pool. No, I don't want to be that guy. I want my kids to be able to go, my dad.
Hey, fuck you, man.
No, we're not talking about Anthony. Okay. I just want my kids to be able to be proud. I want my kids to be able to say, hey, you know what? My dad was Nick Carpinelli from Rock 101 or Nick Carpinelli from...
These guys fucking talk the way you try to be dramatic when you're 17 and drunk. Like, man, I want people just to know. Like, no one cares.
Dude, you got to make a mark in the world and, be remembered for something or else you're just gone. Man, forever, man. We're all just dust in the wind.
Shut up.
It should be noted, by the way, that he has a fucking black vest and a turquoise tie.
Yes,
he's horribly dressed for his TV appearance.
I'm getting sad because there's less than 3 minutes.
I know.
I'm getting so sad.
Oh, there's a lot. There's many more clips.
Right.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All right, continue.
I just want my kids to be able to be proud. I want my kids to be able to say, hey, you know what? My dad was Nick Carpinelli from Rock 101 or Nick Carpinelli from The
Kids
Mill.
would be prouder to say my dad was Joel Steinberg.
Was Nick Carpinelli from
John
Rock 101
Ramsey.
or Nick Carpinelli from The Mill or Nick Carpinelli from PFG-TV. No matter what, I want my kids to be able to say, you know what? My dad was that guy. That's what I want. That's what makes me do what I do.
Wow. Nick was my very first intern at Rock 101 in
You're kidding.
1980. So me and Nick
Scorch.
Jolanda, the girl.
One day I could be Nick Carpinelli.
You could.
Jolanda, why do you do what you do and why do you love it so much?
Well, Scorch.
Well, I'm a white girl with a black girl's name, and I wanted to make some kind of a mark in the world, rather than being mocked by both races.
A white girl with a black girl's name, so when I call for a job, they turn me down.
Why are these others wasting our Scorch listening time?
Oh, I know.
I'm so pissed.
They're also priceless, though.
But they are so self-important. This is so like fucking Sinatra wouldn't give this speech.
Because here's what it is. Scorch, before and after this show, is like, guys, I think this was a really good show. I think we're really going to go places. And they're all going, fuck yeah, Scorch. Yeah, this is it, baby. I'm jumping on this bandwagon.
Hey, we'll see. They'll all try to keep their chins up and contain their exuberance.
Does he play that Does he play that fucking song that Gervais played? Simply the best, and then run out of the thing. Thank you, everybody.
We got to end this.
And he's pointing at the individuals like, you're the best.
Yeah, you're the best. You're the best. That's fucking great.
Let's end this with simply the best when
You're
this segment's over.
simply the best.
What did he say? I've been David Brent. I've been David Brent, and you've been the best.
And you've been the best. And then he doesn't leave. He just claps and points at people.
And no one gives a
And they're
shit.
just looking at him. Oh, fantastic.
My favorite scene, by the way, from the British Office.
Yeah, that
is my favorite
hysterical, man.
all-time
It's
scene.
so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
The hat.
The hat. When he throws the hat.
It hits her in the face.
Or when he walks in at the beginning of that episode, he's got a shitty imitation of Neil's jacket. What does he call it? It's not Armani. It's like it's Giorgio Sergini.
Sergini.
Let's see why she does PFG-TV.
Yes, let's find out.
Jolanda, why do you do what you do and why do you love it so much?
Well, Scorch, when is your birthday?
September 23rd.
Okay, so my birthday's September 10th. And when I first talked to Scorch, it was when everything he just said, I feel the same way. I think that people have to tell me, like, wow, you're so comfortable in front of a crowd. But it's more like, I just like to have a good time. And if I'm the one initiating it, let's do it.
How do we know she's comfortable in front of a crowd?
No, actually.
Yes.
But
She should say, I'm very comfortable in front of a smattering.
If you've ever been to a not very full bar, You're doing the same thing they're doing.
Anthony has a bigger crowd at his house on a Tuesday night.
Yes!
Dude, I've talked to more people in my car.
All right, hit it.
I could be dressed way sluttier right now, and I'm not.
I have pictures. I'll show you. Actually, their man is here. He has pictures too. We've traded.
So I just have a really good time. I love leading the good time and rock on, rock out. I'm so happy you guys are here tonight. We're gonna have a blast, and we're always gonna have a blast on PFG-TV. Thank you.
Rock on, rock out.
Oh,
That's what she said, yo.
fucking. It's nice that Stephen King is sitting next to her.
Me and Jeff met. Nick had a barbecue at his house. He was like, "You're Jeff Lawrence. I've heard of you. You might be at Nick's house." In his house. Yeah, Nick's house. I'm like, you might have been at radio maybe that much longer than me.
With mesh T-shirts.
Sure was. Tell us, you remember that?
Oh.
Yeah. So, Jeff, tell us.
Oh, with his Bruce Jenner haircut.
Basically, because I hate manual labor.
But good for you.
Yeah. No, it's something I've done for like 40 years now, and it's just when I went to get divorced, I told the judge basically I'm a maverick and an oddball and unemployable doing anything else. So this is what I do, and I enjoy doing it. And I do it because it's like being a kid all the time, and you never get out doing it. And that's why I do it. I do it because everybody seems to have a good time.
Saying nothing.
Kind of things going on. So I hope you enjoy yourself.
He's saying nothing.
We are going to come right back. Now that you know everything there is to know about all of the PFG crew, we're going to come back, and for the first time ever, live from PFG-TV Television Center, someone is going to spin the wheel of me.
All right, listen.
Holy shit. Gold.
All right,
that is gold.
Let's a little audience participation. Do you want one more?
Yes.
PFG segment.
Please. I need it.
I feel like we can't leave it right there.
I need it.
Did you hear the wheel of meat? Do we have the wheel of meat clip?
I will do my best.
Episode 1.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
We got it, dude.
Yeah, it's there.
All right, we'll take a break.
It's one of the best bits in radio and TV.
Yeah, apparently. I love how Jimmy just started cracking up going, he's saying nothing. That guy was babbling.
I've been for 40 the judge, Your Honor. He was fucking he was like a mummy unwrapping, and just fucking sounds were flying out of his mouth.
This is
shit.
This is nonsense. This is nonsense you would hear at a 40th birthday party.
Dude, that's exactly what it is.
Just horrendous. Who gives a shit?
I have to. Please, can we hear the guy, the last guy? Because I yelled through him. He's only talks for a minute.
I know.
He looks like Stephen King. That's a great observation.
Guy is great.
Feathery, grayish hair with Stephen King glasses.
Yeah,
but it's just nothing of substance comes out of his mouth.
Nothing.
Sounds to me like someone is a PFGsciple.
Let it rip.
Jeff Lawrence, who me and Jeff met. Nick had a barbecue at his house. He was like, "You're Jeff Lawrence. I've heard of you. You might."
I think it was at Nick's house.
In his house.
Yeah, it was at Nick's house.
I'm like, you might have been at radio maybe that much longer than me.
With mesh T-shirts.
Sure was. Tell us, you remember that? Yeah. So, Jeff, tell us why you love doing what you love to do.
Basically, because I hate manual labor. But
good for you.
Yeah. No, it's something I've done for like 40 years now, and it's just when I went to get divorced, I told the judge basically I'm a maverick and an oddball and unemployable doing anything else. So this is what I do, and I enjoy doing it, and I do it because it's like being a kid all the time, and you never get old doing this, and that's why I do it. And I do it because everybody seems to have a good time when you have these kind of things going on. So I hope you enjoy yourselves. PFGsciple, I love it.
Wow. I never thought you could get like that many people in a row give you douche chills like that. Like one was worse than the next.
I've never heard 4 people collectively say not one thing of interest.
No.
That man's been a radio broadcaster for, he said, 40 years.
40 years? Wait a minute. Yeah. How old is he?
He's probably, I'll say 60.
He would have to be like at least 58.
Yeah.
When we get back, the Wheel of Meat, more PFG-TV starring our old pal Scorch. Yeah. Sending this out to Scorch this morning.
You.
We were gonna.
Yeah, Danny's doing the dance. He's clapping his hands over his head, and his gut was hanging out.
His fucking T-shirts tucked in.
I do that around my house. It's just so much fun.
It's fantastic.
Well, where are we? We were going to move on, but this PFG-TV, we got to do one more segment. Our old pal Scorch, we worked with him at AAF in the Boston area easily 10, 11 years ago.
PFG-TV, Cigars and Scotch is calling it pointless fucking garbage TV.
That's not what it stands for.
I know, Sam.
We were going to move on, but he teased the wheel of meat, so we have to hear a little...
He's also the guy who sat in the coffin for you when you guys were too afraid to do it.
Thank God for Scorch.
Guys, I have some great news.
Yeah?
I'm reading the description of this particular piece of this episode.
Oh.
And not only will we see Wheel of Meat, but we will also see Nick's drink to help you think, or at least sink the pain.
Oh, thank God.
Now I could find out what the hell that is, really.
Thank God. And there's another piece of the article that we need to read, Sam?
Yeah, definitely.
Which one? The Scorch has also spent time paragraph? Okay.
That's where they try to give you a little bio on Scorch in case.
This was a big article on PFG-TV that made the Nashua Telegraph. NashuaTelegraph.com. Scorch has also spent time as a wrestling manager with WWE. That would be the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yes.
He said wrestling was another thing that was on his bucket list. And after attending former wrestler Killer Kowalski's list, and after attending former wrestler Killer Kowalski's training camp many moons ago, Scorch found that he could take a fall better than many in the business. He even did a brief stint acting as Captain Lou Albano's up-and-coming son.
Scorch is lying.
He never was involved, because I remember Scorch wanting to get into the whole wrestling thing back when we were at AAF. And he was always talking about how, I got a call from WWF. And
he's never spoken to anyone in WWE or WWF, and he's never
dare you say that Scorch is lying?
He's never been a part of that organization.
Scorch is a compulsive liar.
He's probably never even gotten like a.
Did he go to Killer Kowalski's school?
He could have, because anybody can go. I mean, that could have been. And as far as the Captain Lou thing...
Has he ever taken bumps in the WWE?
No, not in the WWF. No, he's never been in
the AWA or any of those leagues.
No,
he's brief stint.
He's been in gyms, high school gyms.
Has he ever met Captain Lou Albano?
The only way that part could be true is if somebody did it at one of those high school gym shows, the same way... the same way I could have played Captain Lou's up-and-coming son. Captain Lou...
It's still real to me, man.
It doesn't even say Captain Lou was with him. They could have just introduced him,
Okay.
He did a brief stint acting as Captain Lou Albano's up-and-coming son. He could have done that at that bar.
Right.
Like, it didn't mean it was with the WWF.
I guess that was before Vito Carlucci. His wrestling character.
Well, perhaps, yeah. Vito Carlucci was Scorch's wrestling character.
You say was in a past tense, which I find strange.
It's still...
Vito Carlucci
believes he's Vito Carlucci.
Is Scorch's wrestling character. As a matter of fact, he did at least 2 wrestling gigs in Syracuse as a manager.
Well, I apologize then.
I think Squared Circle Wrestling, 2CW.
2CW.
Yeah. That's where he's at, 2CW.
All right, let's get back to PFG-TV, starring our old pal Scorch.
Oh, boy.
The Wheel of Meat?
The Wheel of Meat.
Wait.
Welcome back to PFG-TV, the TV show. Scorch, that's me. And
that's
this
assuming
is
a
something
lot.
I've been looking forward to. I've been playing this game on the radio for years and years and years. But this is the first time I've actually brought it out live to an event. Because this is PFG-TV, the TV show. And this is a game that we call the Wheel of Meat. We have got, on the wheel today, we have got for you a piece of beef teriyaki, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for beef teriyaki. Come on.
What?
Wait.
He's gonna make.
He's gonna make people cheer for.
Dude, there's like 8 or 10 meats on this thing.
Easily.
Is people gonna have to cheer for every meat?
Yeah.
What an asshole!
All right.
It stinks.
Died for that. At least we think it's a cow. Chicken teriyaki. And a pork strip. So the rules are, if Alyssa's going to spin the Wheel of Meat, If she doesn't guess by the sound of Nick, because Nick is going to spank his meat. Now, Melissa has to guess the sound of the meat. She knows now it's a 1 of 3 chance.
Play the radio game.
Now, if Melissa can't guess the sound of Nick spanking his meat, then she's going to have to lick his meat, which would be just like old times at Melissa's house. So, it's all good.
Scorch.
No holds
Can
barred.
we have the new idea? What we want to do now is spin what? The wheel of meat.
Oh my
Spin the wheel,
God!
Nick.
There's no one there.
This could be the
Ladies
worst
and
bit
gentlemen, it's the
ever.
first time ever the wheel is about to stop. Spank that meat! Spank that meat! Don't do it yet. Spank that meat! Spank that meat! Spank that meat! Spank that meat!
Pause. Do you know who he looks like right now when he's got his hands up? He looks like the guy that fucking Snake Plissken killed with the bat and escaped from New York.
I wish he was.
Fucking a nice bat with a nail through it.
That is so bad.
He's trying to get a bigger crowd reaction, but he's got everybody, which is about 12 people reacting.
Yeah.
And he's still looking for more noise.
Yeah, he's
gonna
working
find
the
that
crowd.
place.
There's nothing else. He's getting the maximum value out of the people in there.
So it's an excuse to say spank your meat on a radio show.
You guys, you didn't steal this one too?
No,
I figured you guys would have stolen.
Now
Yeah.
they spin the wheel.
You spin the wheel, and the wheel stops. Then you take, without telling the listeners, or in this case, the viewers, you got to blindfold whoever it is, I guess. Without telling them what meat it is, you take that meat off the wheel.
Right.
Then you slap the meat against your hand or the console or whatever, but you say, now I'm spanking my meat.
Oh God! Because
it
that
sounds
could
like
mean
jerking off,
something.
though.
Oh, Jimmy!
Jimmy, that's crazy.
See, it's got to be something. It's like double entendre,
Right.
without the entendre or the double.
Wouldn't all meat sound the same as you spank it against your hand?
Well, that's
Yes.
no. I mean, that's one of the challenges, that there are subtle differences between beef teriyaki and chicken teriyaki.
And then you have to guess.
Right.
Now, why the wheel? Why not just have someone turn around, say, I have 3 meats here. I'm going to spank one, and you have to guess.
Because then, while you're waiting to find out what meat, there'd be no sound that goes tick, 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 tick.
Oh, all right.
And a lot of people claiming, Colorado Brandon and many others, there's a ripoff of Wheel of Fish.
Wheel of Fish?
From the Weird Al Yankovic movie.
No.
UHF.
Oh,
Wheel
really?
of Meat. It's Wheel
They
of
did
Meat.
Wheel of Fish.
Did they?
Well, but yeah,
Oh,
but Scorch
Scorch.
has been at this for a long time. There's a good chance that him and Weird Al used to kind of go back and forth with ideas.
Yeah, I actually wrote a lot of songs for Weird Al.
I said, Al, you can have that one.
Yeah, you take that one. You take the Eat It one.
Amish
You
Paradise.
take the Eat It one and make millions off it. I
Yeah,
don't
go
care.
ahead. Go ahead.
He's a good guy.
Eat it.
Jesus. I could listen to this all day.
Scorch.
All right, let's
is
see
the-
how Wheel of Meat
simply
plays
the
out.
best.
Yes.
Buzz, spank away. Ready? Yeah. Okay, you have a choice of pork strip, chicken teriyaki, or beef teriyaki. What do you think it is?
Can I taste it?
There's Melissa for you. You know what? If it's meat, just let me taste the meat. 3 chances.
Got it.
It's either black, white, or Indian. Sorry,
John
Melissa.
Stossel-looking motherfucker, too.
That's exactly who he looks like.
Okay, pork strip. Okay, chicken teriyaki or beef teriyaki. Give her one little lick. Give her a lick of the meat. Yeah. Right here. What is it? It is a pork strip, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, pauses. Wait, so she actually, the woman has taste buds. This is not an exciting game. Is this a tomato or a piece of popcorn? Fucking horrible. His humor, back to Raging Bull. It's LaMotta when he's pretending to sneeze as they're filling the champagne glasses. That awful. Like, oh boy.
He's terrible.
Did I ever tell you what we used to say whenever one of the bits worked in the studio? And we knew the bit worked because all 3 phone lines lit up.
Wow.
And when that happened, well, I guess Paul and me started doing it ironically, but Scorch started it, where all 3 phones would light up and Scorch would go, turn to us and go, this was not on the air. This is just him as a human being looking at us and go, ooh, looky, Miss Cookie.
But why didn't you shoot him when he said that?
Because our bit was working so well, we had 3 people calling the radio show.
And you knew you had radio gold.
Yes.
Oh.
Wheel of Meat was always a looky, Miss Cookie type of day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Back to Wheel of Meat.
Looky, Miss Cookie. Okay.
Let's see how he wraps up the Wheel of Meat.
We'll give you a prize later.
That fire.
She knows her meat. We still have got Legs Zeppelin coming in. And
I wish it was Great White.
Guest Vegas Timber is going to be up soon. And thanks again to you guys, the PFG-Cycles. We'll be back right after this.
Holy shit.
Time now for Nick's drink to help you think, or at least sink the bait.
Here it is.
Very simple one tonight, people. We've got one that's going to help you out a lot here. It's the Apple Teeny. It's big with the chicks. Just pay attention. Here we go. We're going to shake it full of ice, all right? We got the vodka. Could be Absolute, could be 3 olives. Depends on what you get you off, right? A good, healthy amount, because it's the... Get a little apple pucker to twist it up just a bit.
Oh, yummy.
That would make the apple. Shake, 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 shake.
He's making a drink.
2 cherries,
Apple martini.
1 cherry ain't enough.
I wish he was whipping up the same thing they had at the Jones compound.
I like it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I bet you guys didn't know how to make an apple martini.
I just made a drink on TV.
That'll help you sink the pink.
Where's the twist?
Yeah.
The problem is there's no twist.
Here's how that would be.
Twist to
There's
his
never a
face.
twist.
Here's how that would be perfect. If the next cut was a fade in to his fucking pickup truck wrapped around a tree.
News footage. News footage of blood on a pole.
From too many apple martinis. All you see is a fucking turquoise tie with a branch through it.
Unknown radio host.
Exactly. That fucking horrible John Turturro hair.
A lot of people are saying you can find the Wheel of Fish clip on YouTube, and it's the exact same bit.
It's not quite the
Let's
same.
go to Rich in Baltimore. Rich, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, you missed it. He said, hey, I'll get you a prize later. Did he know he didn't have shit?
Oh, dude.
I'll get your
Let me
prize
explain
later.
something about Scorch.
If you say,
Oh, no.
I'll give you a prize later, means he doesn't have anything to give away.
He was the king. His briefcase that he brought to work every day was full of people's names and addresses that he had written down because we had no prizes, but he insisted on doing a contest every day, and they never got anything. None of them ever got a thing. Because why would Rock 105, the dog, have any prizes to give
Wait,
out?
he's not even on Rock 101?
No, now he's on Rock 101. Back in Syracuse, he was on Rock 105, the dog.
But the next bit, look, I know we were only going to do one. But it's the Stephen King-haired guy.
Yes.
And I have to hear him redeem
Let's
himself.
see what he does.
Because he's fucking... This guy is a perfect parody.
What a complete
His
ass.
fucking hair. This guy is fantastic.
Here's Wheel of Fish.
It's
Look.
Wheel of Fish.
It's a wheel, Sam, with a lot of fish on it.
Yeah, but where's the meat?
Well, what do you do with the Wheel of Fish? I saw UHF years ago. I don't remember the
It's
bit.
a whole different deal.
Maybe on instant feedback or other things we could find out. Back to the Stephen King.
Yeah, let's
guy.
see what Stephen King guy does for his
guy?
big segment here on
PFG-TV.
TV.
Starring
TV
Scorch.
Center, it's time for the house band.
He's the announcer.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. See?
Wait, he doesn't have a band there?
And you said there's no twist.
All right, you got to pause this.
It's too fucking...
Wait, so Legs of Zeppelin isn't a Led Zeppelin?
No, Legs
Zeppelin.
Legs Zeppelin.
I really thought it was going to be a female Zeppelin cover band.
I just thought it was like a cover band, with some kind of thing to...
But see...
What are we looking at?
Well, they're playing, obviously, the real Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
And the visual is a woman's knees, and on one knee is a guy, a face of a guy, and on the other one, a face of a girl.
It's painted on the kneecaps.
Yeah.
It's a guy, a man's face and a woman's face on each knee. And as the music is playing, you know how you could kind of flex your kneecaps and make them move a little bit? So the faces kind of move very little bit. And that's the bit?
Legs, Zeppelin.
Tank Rizzo writes, he just made a drink on TV, and we're listening to him on the radio make a drink on TV.
Yes, exactly.
He was like an asshole.
It's a disaster.
It's PFG-TV, the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch the knees sing.
See how long this goes on for.
We can't play this whole thing. We might have to fast forward. The knee is lip syncing.
So people on the radio are just listening to Zeppelin right now.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Dave, fast forward.
Imagine knees.
Yeah, how long does it go on? Oh, my God. Look how long it's going.
Yeah. Okay.
PFG-TV house band Led Zeppelin. And when we come back, live from
Come back from what, by the way?
Television Center,
Well,
it's Vegas Temper.
What's Vegas Temper?
It's one of the hot Match Vegas bands right now.
Oh, it's a real band?
Yeah.
Or is it Legs again?
PFGsciple. Look at the PFGsciple. Y'all having fun tonight?
Oh, this stinks.
Why?
Wait, how does the band's manager tell them that this is the gig?
Yeah.
Good news, bad news. The bad news is it's Scorch's TV show. The good news is it will allegedly be shown on a television somewhere at some point.
I like the moldy ceiling above the Scorch's head on the stage where a pipe has been leaking for about 15 years.
It's black mold.
Yes.
Hey, Sam, is this the same restaurant that Scorch worked at to make extra money doing wings?
Danny,
Really?
No. Well,
Hey, you got to work off the studio space.
one day in good old Syracuse, Scorch came in bragging to Paulie and me that he had a new business opportunity, which was one of the Mexican. He had made a connection with the owner of one of the Mexican restaurants in town, and they were going to let him work in the kitchen for a couple extra bucks under the table. Cooking.
Oh, wow.
Cooking.
Hey, just another thing on the bucket list.
Yeah, I've always wanted to.
I want to be a dishwasher.
You sure the deal he made he wasn't going to take all the shit from the Mexican food and make a TV show out of it?
Jesus. Wow.
See, Scorch should write a book, except he would just lie in it.
Yes.
He should actually tell the truth in a book, and it would be interesting.
He is so full of shit.
Yes, he lies constantly.
He constantly lies.
Let's fast forward here through Vegas. What is
Vegas
it?
Temper.
Vegas Temper. All right, Vegas Temper. What song are they singing? A cover or original?
Another local piece of shit. Oh, my God.
Shoin, I think, or Shoin, I don't know, in North Carolina writes, who opened for Leg Zeppelin? Was it Guns and Toes?
That's great. Wow, they went on and on, didn't they?
This clip ends with them.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's it?
Vegas Temper.
That's it.
No.
I wanted to hear the big
Really?
closer. I wanted to hear how Scorch ends his show.
There's got to be a part 3.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully the way fucking Leonard Lawrence ended his fucking Marine Corps recruit training.
There's confusion coming in. John in Philly. John.
Hi, John.
Hey, I just want to make sure I got this right. So you guys are making us sit through every second of Scorch, but screaming fast forward when we get to Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
Guy sounds like Andy Levy from fucking Red Eye. How did I ruin the show by saying that? Just his voice is familiar.
I guess that's it for today. PFG TV's over.
Keep in mind, I mean, there's very many episodes. This is episode 1 we were watching.
Can you just fast forward to the end? I want to see how he closes his show out. That's all I want to see is him saying his goodnights.
I guess it's probably episode 1, segment 4, because I don't see anything else. So let's give that a shot.
All right.
See what we got.
Vegas Temper.
All right, we did that, right?
I think he had Vegas Temper play like 3 songs to fill time.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, you want to.
What is that?
What is that? It's some kind of animation that was done with, it looks like photographs that were cut.
I'm getting out of this crummy little town. I'm going to see the world. You wouldn't consider staying here and running the bank, would you? Hell's no. Hey, your dad died, and we need you to stay here and run the bank. Crap! You want the moon? I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Where are you two going on this here now, honeymoon? We're getting out of this crappy little town. Don't look now.
What
There's
is
something
this?
funny going
It's,
on over there.
A Wonderful Life,
we
right?
want all
Yes.
of our money. We don't actually have all
But
your
it
money
scorches
here.
head on all the
He's
characters.
Yeah.
But it's still the
I just
original
lost
audio.
$8,000. You're way more dead than alive.
I don't get it.
I'm going to kill myself. Help!
Well, that's a good suggestion.
How'd you fall in? I jumped in to save you. I'm your guardian angel. Oh, yeah? Wish I'd never been born. Here's what things would be like without you. Take me home, pal. I ain't never seen you before in my life.
Why are they doing this?
Honey, don't you know me?
It's that old Jimmy
Your brother
Stewart
died. You went
movie.
there to
It's a
save
horrible show.
Hello, Bedford Falls. Merry Christmas, moving house. She did it. She told a few people you were in trouble, and they went all over town to lick money.
They're going to go far. They're going to go through the whole goddamn movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's very funny though,
But
because
Scorch's head is on
Scorch's-
the...
Oh, is this the big
characters.
closer?
Yes,
So
it
they're
is.
getting everybody up, and this is where he does his SNL
Oh, okay, right,
type
right.
ending that we read about in
the big
Nashua
article.
Telegraph.com.
Chef Lawrence. Yolanda the girl, Wanda. And for me, myself, and I. Thank you, my PFG-cycles. We'll see you next time on PFG-TV. Thank you all for coming out. Have a great
Starring Scorch. Executive producer Scorch. Director Scorch.
Where's the waving crowd? It's all fucking...
This is unbelievably bad. That was fantastically awful.
You're going to watch many of those tonight, though, aren't
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
all I could think of was that fucking black spot on the ceiling.
I know, that mold from the dripping pipe over the stage.
The fucking vent
shit.
over his head.
Yeah. Ugh.
and now that restaurant is burned to the ground.
Oh,
Good. Put it out of its misery. Don't have to have him in there anymore. Oh, oof.
All right. We're going to do a very quick break to get the Puppetry of the Penis guys in studio to do their thing.
Yep.
We really wanted to do this in front of girls today.
Girls. Yeah.
So I guess we got to get intern David in here.
And also
Yeah.
E-Rock, and make E-Rock say things in a girl's voice.
That's a good idea.
That's not a bad idea. He's a good actor.
The closing of the curtains are taking place right now.
Maybe Bitch Hips can come in.
Bitch Hips is here. I haven't laughed at him walking yet. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Fucking what a swish.
Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, why are they doing this? That's what Anthony said.
Yeah.
Why are they doing this? That's what your listeners are saying.
Yes. Wow.
The closing segment of PFG-TV episode 1 has 0 comments, although comments are enabled on this YouTube clip, and there's 1 rating of 1 star.
That's it, huh?
Very generous rating.
And you just put PFG-TV in YouTube search and...
Well, the username is just the letters PFG-TV.
Nice.
How easy.
Yeah.
Very easy for everybody.
Yeah.
To,
Yet
He's
no
gonna-
one found it.
He's going to be checking his hits later and get all excited. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
hey, it's finally taken off.
I bet you the network is checking this out.
Then I wonder why his Twitter still only has 39 followers.
Yeah, don't give out the name.
I won't.
Yeah, we don't want him getting a bunch of followers.
No, that'd be crazy. All right. Very quick break. We'll do a very quick one, and we'll get the guys in to do their dumb penis tricks. Then we'll move on to other shit.
Hey, everybody, it's Leg Zeppelin. Leg Zeppelin on the Scorch Show.
And then we got Scorch there, Colin.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
we found
Scorch
some
is,
gold with Scorch that we want to play for you.
You know,
Scorch
Scorch
is
had
fantastic.
Scorch has a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you. Sam was telling me.
Why don't you convey some of your favorite Scorch moments?
Well, just any kind of when he gets rowdy with any kind of like, hey, today was like midget. I remember just listening. He always had like these great things, and they were like, You know, it was like Shock Jock, 1988 shit, you know. Only it was 2000.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, today we got midget, naked wrestler. I mean,
do show dressing. That was a great one. Is it do show dressing?
And Colin was reminding us at the time we had our listeners throw yellow paint on him while he was in a
Scorch
cage.
trying to do some good He's trying to do some good charity work for animal rights, which everyone agrees with. So he goes in a cage like a dog. And actually, when I was growing up, there's a guy who went to the Prospect Park, he was tripping on acid. One of the workers there and locked himself in the cage, my friend's brother. And it became like a national story. Meanwhile, he was just tripping. And he locked himself in like, these animals are mistreated, but he's just like tripping, you know? And it became like, hey, this guy's like deep, you know? He's just like dirty. It's like a mescaline down fucking chain smoking. So fun. But Scorch did his version of that in Syracuse, or now I heard Sam tells me he's now in Manchester. Which is a good market.
No, yeah, they call it what again?
Manch Vegas.
Manch Vegas.
Manch Vegas.
Why do they call it that?
I have no idea. There's no reason for it either. The place is the furthest thing from Vegas.
I'm sure there's a clever reason for that.
Oh my God!
They're just punching up the coolness factor.
Just by putting Vegas on a name like.
Well, because people think it's like not so much a party town with a name like Manchester, but it is. And so they have to bring it up to Manch Vegas, letting people know, you know, if Las Vegas is a little far, Manch Vegas is right around the corner.
So they're gambling there?
Probably not. I don't know so much gambling.
Are there casino, like maybe hotels?
Some shiny lights?
Big light shows?
No, it's not known for that
so it's nothing like Vegas.
It's more the spirit.
The spirit of Vegas.
Spirit.
That's the suffix.
What goes on in, I don't even know what to say anymore.
Are we going to give...
What happens in Manch Vegas stays in Manch Vegas? Is that...
Because nobody cares.
Yeah, because no one gives a shit.
What happens in Manch Vegas
story.
Are we going to give Colin a little
We
taste?
have to give him some
Please.
There's one.
You've got to see it.
Do we want to replay the...
Well, I say just the part where he's explaining. There's a scene where Scorch kind of gets a little bit serious, and I think that's important.
I emailed Danny some clips. I think at least... the first part of the first episode that we already watched.
Yeah.
And then there's some other clips that show some of the really cool segments that he does on PFG-TV.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to get this set up for you. Colin, let's not forget My 2 Cents, a one-man show with Colin Quinn starting next week.
When's it start? When's the celebrity premiere?
Yeah, you got one of those?
Yeah, when's the start?
Wednesday.
Yeah, when can Jim walk the carpet?
No, Wednesday is what? Just opening night?
Wednesday's the opening night, but I mean, that's when the celebrity premiere. That's when if Jerry, I haven't contacted Jer, but if Jer comes, and Anthony will get to sit next to his favorite celebrity at my shows, my Aunt Margaret.
Hitler.
Hey, it was Hitler's birthday last week.
Yes, it was.
And we're sitting there, and this writer for Anthony Jeselnik's writing for Jimmy Fallon. He's a comedian. So I stop him, and he's like, Hitler's birthday. I go, you gotta have a joke for it. So just then, Norton passes by. And I go, Jim, I set it up for him, and he came through like the clutch. I go, Jim, hey, everybody. Jimmy Fallon, welcome to I pretend I was Jimmy. Hitler's birthday is today. And Jim goes, how can you know how hard it is to find a cake with 6 million candles?
Oh, shit.
I did that on the show the next day.
Oof. That's a bad one.
That was a good joke.
It is a good one, but it's one of those, oof.
Yeah.
Here it is, his Scorch. First of all, just the fact that Anthony said oof.
Is it July 1st, Colin, your premiere?
He must be under some charges. July 1st, it's May 6th, it's next Wednesday.
Yeah, let's get
we're in, hold on. What are we in now?
We're
July
almost in May.
Yes, it's July 1st.
I say oof to cover up the fact that I had people over and a party on the 20th.
I was going to say that oof sounds like community service oof. Here it is, Scorch.
But I said it wasn't a celebration of the man's birthday and stuff. It was more a
celebration of his
back it was a look back at the era, and what it took to defeat the fascism and the Nazis.
Right.
And,
it's like 80s night at like a nightclub.
Lest we forget.
80s night.
Yeah, exactly. It's like retrospective.
Please play some of this for Kyle.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go.
Scorch.
So the setup, Kyle, I think we said it, but he does a TV show from a Chinese restaurant on a Tuesday night.
Well, the Chinese restaurant has since burned to the ground.
Yeah, it burned to the ground. But
it was scorched to the ground.
He's trying to do a TV show. There's 20 people in there. You could hear them talking among themselves and ordering food.
This is something he does on a weekly basis?
Yes, PFG-TV is a weekly show.
A weekly show. He goes out and just look at the subtleties, like the panning of the
crowd.
Yeah.
And him talking up the crowd.
I like that. I see the pool table in the back already.
Yeah,
that's always the place you get good Chinese food. There's a pool table in the dining room.
All right, here we go.
Spin the wheel of meat. And special guest, Vegas Pepper. And you, PFG-cycle.
Oh my God.
There's nobody there.
No.
You see all those transitions, the new shots of the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're using that like early 80s video design technique.
Exactly. Every wedding video had that dissolve.
Close your shades. Give it up for Scorch.
Help me. Get the PFG.
Is that him?
Yeah.
I've never seen him in person.
Wow.
On the wheel of meat.
Extreme close-up so you don't realize it's one row deep.
Coming out to PFG-TV, the TV show. We have got someone is going to spin for the first time ever the wheel.
Those bags under his eyes. Jesus.
Meat.
The spinning the wheel of meat.
I've heard about the wheel of meat forever.
Amazing.
I know the wheel of meat from school.
Look at the tarp. That's like should be covering a boat. It's part of his set is a tarp.
And special musical guest. Kill that feedback, will you? Somebody lower that or something.
Good one.
Special musical guest, Vegas Temper.
Good one.
Okay, he walks away.
Yes. So before I go any further, I want to talk about a couple of things. Anybody hear about the SWAT team that went through Manchester the other day? Nobody? Did you hear about that?
It happened outside my house.
It happened outside my house. I'm freaking out. I go
That is the
my dogs
best.
out for a walk. All of a sudden, I see these guys dressed. I thought it was Columbine. I see these guys dressed up in full, like camouflage. All you can see is their eyes. And I hear them say, "We're going to set up right
This monologue,
here." The
Colin.
first thing that came to my mind was Columbine. Shit, my house is in trouble. I'm probably going to get killed right here. Second thing that came to mind is, maybe it's the DEA. So as
True, because
of
the
about
Columbine
8:30
kids
this
all wore those outfits. They wore those.
Exactly. And he thought it was Columbine.
Even though,
and I like how he mentioned it though earlier, and the guy said that happened right in front of my house, and he ruined Scorch's whole bit there because then he had to go. No, it happened in front of my house, and I don't live near you.
No, they both live in the same shitty apartment complex. The formerly singles apartment complex for people trying to get away from the mad humdrum of Boston, and they moved up to Manchester.
Las Vegas.
Right, Las Vegas. Sorry, Sam.
But he's great. He has no comic timing, or delivery. He has no comic style whatsoever.
It's good. He just agrees with hecklers.
Right.
You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Or whatever repeats
house.
what they say.
It's like a 4-year-old. That's my house.
It's like Columbine. They were dressed like angels or something. Just like astronauts. What?
He's the best. The awful turtleneck. It's like Donald Pleasance. It's fucking horrendous.
A nice tight 3-minute setup.
Oh, it's just abysmal.
3-minute setup with every detail digressing into other shit.
And what you can't see at home, he's talking with the pointer finger and pinky pointed out, like with the devil horns. Like that's how he gesticulates.
Yeah, that's his move.
Can we please see more? I want to hear the punchline.
8:30, like an hour ago, I was actually still pulling balloons full of crap out of like my backyard because my stash was gone because I ain't going to get in trouble with that. How many people enjoy a good stash? Everybody enjoy a good stash?
Give it up for your wait staff.
That was the joke.
How many enjoy good? Oh, there was that he was afraid they were going to steal his drugs.
Steal his drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the kind of entertainment you get it there in Manch Vegas.
Yeah. PFG-TV, the TV show.
Right.
More.
What else was going on, man? I mean, like I was talking, me and Nick were talking about this, about the whole Elvis thing. Whatever happened, like, why is so cool about Elvis, you know? Why doesn't Charles Nelson Riley ever get seen at a 7-Eleven? You know what I mean?
I'll take a burrito in a Honcho magazine.
Oh, this is going true.
You know what I mean? What's up with that? Why is it always Elvis? I'm not a fan of Elvis. I love Charles Nelson Riley. Not that way. He might have liked it, but not that way.
I got it. I get it.
Colin, you like this?
Because he's
Yes.
And who's been?
I love this. Actually.
Who's been talking about an Elvis sighting in the last 15 years? I mean,
I just love how
hey, you see an Elvis at 7-Eleven. No one ever sees Charles Nelson Riley.
He just barrels through the setup, punch right to the next thing.
Yeah.
And I love Charles Nelson Riley. Not that way, but you know he's a great guy.
It's like what the fuck?
It's just
He has like fucking Star Search concepts for setups.
He's horrible.
Oh, he's atrocious.
But he is correct.
No one doubts his facts, or no one doubts the historical accuracy of his material.
Yeah.
He is correct.
A little more Scorch.
So anyway, we got a great night in store tonight, you know what I mean? Because I want to introduce Nick and Jolanda and Jeff Lawrence.
He has the worst crew ever.
This is our favorite part tonight.
We have a PFGsciple that is the ultimate in PFGsciples. Where's Brian? Is Brian out there?
PFGsciple, they're called.
Because Brian did something that, honest to God, my mother would not only take me out of her will, but she would never have sex with me again if I did what Brian did. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is PFG to me. Okay?
Oh my God!
Now, let's everybody have a seat. Relax.
Yeah,
Enjoy
that's what we
yourself. Everybody
said.
have a seat.
He tattooed PFG on his arm.
Because what I want to start talking about today.
All right, stop this. Just to set it up.
Brian.
For score.
First of all, his partner next to him, Mr. fucking Gazzo from Rocky.
Yeah, either that or it looks like Clemenza in 2 when he went to steal the rug.
Scorch is about ready to tell everyone why he does PFG-TV, Colin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he asked the same question to his staff.
To his staff.
It's just good to watch him get
I
serious.
think they're shooting this in that same bar where Nicole Kidman killed Matt Dillon in that movie. You know, when it's like, she kills her husband. What's it called?
I don't know. Die for?
Yes.
Eyes wide shut.
Oh, yeah.
She kills Matt Dillon.
Oh, we're not going to play anymore?
Yeah, play it.
We should.
Help me.
Brought up a great question to me the other day. Brian said, why do you do what you do, and why do you love doing what you do? So I want to answer the question. I want to give everybody here the chance to answer the question. I love doing what I do. It's going to sound really hokey and gay, but you know what? And I want you guys to turn around. I love doing what I do.
Hold on, please. He goes, it's going to sound hokey. And I want you to turn around. See, because at this point, they are all at the bar facing away from him. No shit. And he's going to tell them why he does what he does. And this is very sincere. And he wants them to, he has to actually ask them to turn around.
I want to put a beard
They're
on.
ordering shots.
Please, everybody, if you could just give a shit for a minute.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I want to put a beard on Bob Kelly. I want this to be fucking Bob.
Right there.
I want to give everybody here the chance to answer your question. I love doing what I do. It's going to sound really hokey and gay, but you know what? And I want you guys to turn around. I love doing what I do because of you guys. You know what I mean? No, I said I love doing what I do because of you guys. When I was a little kid, I was a little fat, picked on little kid. You know what I mean? And now, I would like to say that I've seen some of the people I've gone to school with, and you know what? I'm looking good. People look at me. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I got these fat slobs that I went to school with. Has anybody noticed that? The girls you go to school with that were hot are now fat slobs?
Anyone's picking on you?
You were right, Rupert, and we were wrong.
What's funny is he's acting like he's a success now, like almost like here I sit at the zenith of the career. It's like he's in a fucking Chinese place with a tarp behind him, bombing.
I was your high school principal, Rupert.
I like how he's sitting down like he's Cosby. Like he's earned that.
Just all
I can even sit down and suck.
He gets up, he approaches the camera. It's like interactive. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And that fucking rotten crew of his, I can't stop looking at them.
I know.
That's the worst supporting cast ever.
He's horrible.
But he is dressed like the young Vito Corleone, right?
Yes.
That's how Vito was dressed with the little...
Yeah, the little mustache.
His fucking partners are just complete asses.
I do what I do because of you.
Well, let's not forget, Sam was one of his partners at one point.
That's true.
If I hadn't come here, I could have been on.
You'd have been right there. You'd have been sitting right there in this video.
Big TV star in Manchester.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have paid your dues. You would have taken it for granted.
And
now
Sam, why do you do what you do? What would you have answered?
Turn around.
Coincidentally enough, the same reason as Scorch, for the people.
Yeah.
For all the people.
For the people. Let's hear it for
you.
the people.
Yeah.
By the way, I feel very sad that my last appearance when I forced with David to do a Hebrew sports, apparently that was the finish of his career.
That was it.
I go, David, still doing Hebrew news? No.
I'm not doing
After
anything.
last time, they don't like me anymore.
Now he had a catchphrase kind of a thing where he would go like, whoa, whoa. And now he can't even do it right.
That's a good catchphrase.
It's a great catchphrase. He just went like, whoa. He was so shocked. He would go like, whoa, whoa. And now it's like, whoa. Yeah, all right.
Is it like a Joey Lawrence kind of thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. Now he's way over the top with it now.
Yeah. I think that's,
Yeah, he ruined it for himself.
All right, let's find out why the rest of the guys do.
Yeah, please.
Please.
The fat slobs and now fatter slobs. Nobody's gotten better but you. Yeah. So anyway, I love doing what I do.
That's identifiable material. No one's gotten better except for you. That shows a man who's really done some insightful soul searching in his life.
As he sits in the Chinese
No one's done
restaurant.
better except for you. They're all fat slobs. My life ends like that. It's perfect.
Fucking home video
And then he always ends
equipment.
it with,
Yeah. They screwed me, and now I'm better than them.
But if
my life inside is over.
If this is his better, what was he before?
I know.
Just like a lump of shit?
We could hang out the windows and spit on people as they walk by and go, hey, suckers, how does it feel? Fucking Rupert.
He used to
It's
pick
the
on him because
best.
he used to actually draw that beard on in second grade and wear that turtleneck.
The first-hand reaction of the people. I love to be able to be me. I like to get paid to be me. However little or amount, a lot we get paid, I enjoy a paycheck to be me. I like making a living out of having fun. You know what I mean? How many people in here have fun at their jobs? Yeah,
They all say yeah.
But they're not supposed to be clapping
No,
at that.
he's like, no, guys, you're not supposed to.
Yes, I'm having fun at my job and I'm getting paid. How many people actually get to do that?
Yeah.
And everyone claps and it's like, well, it kind of shoots my little fucking
They're all
speech to
trained
shit.
that when you say, how many people here? And let's be honest, I can speak for myself and these two creep comedians. Whenever you're watching this, a little body gut is like, how many times have I been in that fucking bar trying to make 30 people turn around and listen to my fucking shit?
yeah, Bill Ricken 99s.
They just hear like, how many people, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I do. I
bet that's what Hitler was saying, and just in German. That's how he got him to come around.
How many people hate Jews?
Yes.
Yeah, what did he say?
How many people
Give me another stein of beer.
How many people can't figure out why the economy in Germany keeps fucking up every time? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many people are so hungry and it seems like one group of people, I don't know, is doing good.
Yeah, Heil. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you, bro.
Please, more.
We here have a lot of great time. So the bottom line is I like doing what I do. And once again, this is going to sound really hokey because what I do to me is PFG. So let's hear it for us. Now what I want to do is I want to ask Nick, and I want to pass it on. Nick Carpinelli, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. What are we supposed to do when I say, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Carpinelli, you say what? There you go.
What did they say? Hi, Nick?
Yeah. Hi, Nick.
That's clever. That's something different.
You guys are awesome. The reason I do what I do is, I know he said something about being hokey and stuff.
He looks like Voss.
Yeah.
He has no idea, too.
He's like Voss if Voss were more insightful.
Kids, they're teenagers, and I just want to be remembered for doing something. Okay, I don't want to be the guy that was, I was cleaning his pool. No, I don't want to be that guy. I want my kids to be able to go,
I'm a pool cleaner, asshole.
I would be.
Exactly. Isolate half the audience.
How many pool cleaners are out there?
I just want to be remembered for doing something.
Something. And this is what he considers being remembered?
I've got 3 daughters, and I just want them to look down and go, Daddy was good.
And I'm dodging her.
Yeah, Voss is vain reaching for a poignant moment. It's humiliating to watch. Not one poignant act in 52 years. It's been fucking just meaningless nonsense on top of itself.
I told you my favorite point, I think it was either on the show or he called in that day after 9/11. He goes, I was on the Jersey. Of course, he was on the Jersey side where he fucking belonged. And he's like, I was on the Jersey side, and my daughters go, what happened, Daddy? Well, this is probably made up, too, by that fool. And I go, honey, girls, there are some people that just don't like us.
Because that was the
extent. Yes, he called in the show and said, I heard on here.
That was the extent of his knowledge.
I wouldn't have been listening anyway.
That was all he knew.
What are they, Daddy? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's been 2 years afterwards. I'm not sure who it was. It might be Indonesian. Who knows?
He's coming in tomorrow.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Voss will be here tomorrow.
What a fucking boob.
I don't know if we're going to have time to get to the Scorch bits.
Oh, love this.
Well,
this part is still good.
Is this their holiday episode where they felt they needed to give back?
I don't know. The very special episode?
Yeah.
Well, this was the first one.
Yeah. All right, hit it.
I just want my kids to be able to be proud. I want my kids to be able to say, hey, you know what? My dad was Nick Carpinelli from Rock 101, or Nick Carpinelli from The Mill, or Nick Carpinelli from PFG-TV. No matter what, I want my kids to be able to say, you know what? My dad was that guy. That's what I want.
That's the one thing they will say. My dad was that guy.
All right, back to PFG.
A little more Scorch.
And for those that don't know, Nick was my very first intern at Rock 101
Wow.
in 1980.
Oh, poor Sam.
So me and Nick have had a past. Jolanda, the girl Wanda. Jolanda, why do you do what you do and why do you love it so much?
Well, Scorch, when is your birthday?
I do it for all the cars.
Okay, so my birthday's September 10th. And when I first talked to Scorch, it was when everything he just said, I feel the same way.
Wow.
I think that people have to tell me, like, wow, you're so comfortable in front of a crowd. But it's more like, I just like to have a good time.
Where's the crowd?
Exactly.
Let's do it.
She means she's comfortable in the bottom of the crowd. She looks like a fucking groupie from the 70s.
But thanks.
I'm comfortable with like a bass player and a drummer shitting in my mouth at the same time.
I could be dressed way sluttier right now, and I'm not.
I have pictures. I'll show you. Actually, their man is here. He has pictures, too. We traded.
And then our favorite Scott Shannon and Stephen King's.
So I just have a really good time. I love leading the good time and rock on, rock out. I'm so happy you guys are here tonight. We're going to have a blast, and we're always going to have a blast on PFG-TV. Thank you.
She was on, her last appearance was on Intervention as a meth addict of the family.
How can they seriously say something like that PFG-TV thing and take it like
Why aren't you supposed to like have like a history, build a following, and then look back?
Before you can do this.
You start with a retrospective.
You don't start with a look back. You know, I remember the first time I saw Scorch walk out with the mic 3 minutes ago. It was a magic moment.
Didn't you read the
he
article?
Did his Charles Nelson Riley bit, his signature.
PFG.
Jeff Lawrence, who me and Jeff met, Nick had a barbecue in his house. He was like, "You're Jeff Lawrence. I've heard of you. You might think it was at Nick's house." In his house. Yeah, it was at Nick's house.
This is going to be a good story.
Maybe not much longer than me.
With mesh t-shirts.
Sure it was. Tell us, you remember that? Yeah, so, Jeff, tell us why you love doing what you love to do.
Basically because I hate manual labor. But
good for you.
Yeah. No, seriously. It's something I've done for like 40 years now. And it's just, you know, when I went to get divorced, I told the judge, basically, I'm a maverick and an oddball and unemployable doing anything else. So this is what I do, and I enjoy doing it. And I do it because it's like being a kid all the time. And you never get old doing this, and that's why I do it. I do it because everybody seems to have a good time when you have these kind of things going on. So I hope you enjoy yourselves. PFGsciple.
Fuck it.
stinks. Do you know how long he was working for that applause? He kept putting that hand out like something that you guys will react to. Something positive.
He was going for the save. Like, just start clapping and I'll shut
he's
up.
a maverick, though. You know?
Well, that's what the judge told him during his divorce. You know, I'm maverick, I'm crazy, I'm wild, yeah.
What are two characters?
Now, we can't do Wheel of Me because we did that already.
Right.
Yeah.
Colin, are you done with the PFG? You want to see one of his bits?
No, that was good.
That was good.
Exactly.
The gang opens up the huge mail sack and read an email from a listener in quotes. What? You don't think it's a real fucking email? Are you questioning their fucking...
Let's just say that I had enough experience with Scorch's email bag that all were written by a similar person.
So Scorch had a fake email bag?
I think why
are you giving away Scorch's fucking tricks?
Scorch. Let's just say
he just wants to make it in that tiny little town.
Somebody's assignment in Syracuse was to go home and write emails for Scorch every single night.
Fucking radio stinks.
After my classwork.
So you had to write the emails for Scorch?
I wrote every single email for Scorch.
And what did he want from you? Like some outrageous emails?
You know, and he wanted to like...
You got an example of one?
Dear Scorch.
I could look them up in my old Gmail, I bet.
Love your show.
But I had to... I would think about what was happening on the show that morning when I got home, and then at night I would say, hey, I was listening to the show this morning, and then I'd say either Scorch or his sidekick Paulie was so right... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh.
Love the show. Listen every morning.
Love the show.
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
How does he stop it?
Or
Make sure you tell Scorch, love you, love the show.
So he didn't really get emails about his show?
No.
Oh,
or I'd read an email that said, man, the brain cell stimulator was a real stumper this morning. Or once we got online listening, I would be from all kinds of different cities and say, hey, I'm in New York, but I listen online. Or...
Oh, God. I'm embarrassed to be in this business.
Or Scorch.
I actually have a Scorch, Paulie, who I'm still in contact with, who's very bitter.
Yeah. Why is he bitter?
Well, he always thought Scorch was a hack and was ruining his career, and eventually Scorch did move and told him the night before his last show, by the way, Paulie, I'm moving after tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm moving tomorrow.
Even though throughout the whole time Scorch said, yeah, I'm sending our tapes out. Don't worry about it, dude. So Paulie wasn't sending anything out, and then Scorch said, I'm going to New Hampshire tomorrow.
I'm leaving. What are you doing?
Yeah. So Paulie has some resentment there.
Yeah.
He emailed me last night and said that he has a clip when Paulie and I were on Scorch's show of Scorch doing his Bill Cosby impression.
Please.
Oh, I gotta hear that.
Do you have it yet?
No, I gotta get it.
Get
Paulie just getting pissed off. He said that Paulie was getting totally pissed off because he said it didn't sound anything like Bill Cosby. And I was in the background telling Paulie to shut his eyes because it seemed like Bill Cosby was in the studio with us.
He's sarcastic.
You know what? I would listen to that every day, though.
Oh, of course. It was such a great show.
Was it a good impression?
It was a great impression.
Did it sound like Bill Cosby?
It was fun to listen to.
Did it sound like Bill Cosby?
It didn't. It didn't sound anything like Bill Cosby.
Pudding pops.
Jello pudding.
Jello pudding pops.
Look, I'm a Huxtable.
Paulie used to get into the worst arguments because Paulie was so fed up with being on his show, and I would just sit there taking Scorch's side every time and writing emails about how stupid Paulie was. What the fuck? It was a great time in my life.
We're ready for some Scorch audio. It's been way too long.
It's been too long.
Maybe you've been slacking.
Maybe we'll highlight Scorch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, no, because that we don't need for Jocktober. That's already a bit we do.
Okay.
The Scorch update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I laughed so hard my fucking mouth hurts. My jaw
great.
hurts right now.
Fucking Scorch, man.